Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm Debbie Duncan, and I'm going to be doing free readings tonight along with Matty Tarot. And we'll get some people in here. I'm going to get our banner up. We have a new look, we have a new logo, and we're going to get a new intro video for you and everything. Come in and say hello. Please share the show, and that would be really great. Okay, there goes our banner there. And I'm back to comments, so say hi to me. So tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I'm wearing red tonight. I got my first Valentine's in the mail. Thank you, Tammy. My friend Tammy sent me. Tammy's wonderful. She has an Etsy shop, Broomsticks Design, so check her out. But she has a list of, I'm sure, over 100 people that for certain holidays, she gives everybody a card. And I'm so lucky to be on that list. And it was nice to get this little XO, this little heart card. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Oh, thank you, Cherry Blossom. I love that kind of fun, colorful, marshmallowy logo that we have now. And hi, Tammy, how are you? And so anyway, I am, you know what? I need to turn my phone off because it's buzzing um, when you guys leave a message. So we kind of don't want that. Let me do that right now. I don't want to hear emergency. It's like right there next to where I want to hit is emergency. That's not what I need. Hi, Kim. How are you? Hi, Carlos. I'm good. And so anyway, Marianne, what's a loafmas? So anyway, happy Valentine's Day. We're going to do it because we're not going to be here. So we are going to say it now. So waiting for Maddie for a minute, but I am going to start reading. So go ahead and post your questions. Since you know how this works, you must be 18 or older to get a reading. No proper names in there, no health, including pregnancy, no legal issues. And we don't have a list. We just grab we just grab something and then we do the reading. So no list. We accept tips gratefully, but it's not required. It doesn't mean that you're going to get a reading. These are free readings. And we really believe that everybody should be able to get a validated, very good reading. And money should not be a barrier to that. So, it's the Wiccan version of the holiday. Usually Imbolc. Is that how you say it? So anyway, I wrote a little book on that one during the winter, the February. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and start. So post questions. If you already posted, just repost. Okay. And so, hi, Militia. Hello. And just, keep posting, post what you want. I can do February, March, and April reading for you, or a question, just one that we accept. And I'm not going to look at a year. I'll look at February, March, April, or 3 months, or just a general or a question. My year readings, like people go, let me see what's going to happen in a year, and I go, no. I'm going to look every 2 weeks for a whole year to tell you what's going on. That's how I do a year reading. So I don't do an outlet. There's just too many things that can happen. And we have to be able to do faster readings here too. Hi, Kim Lunzer. Hello, my friend Kim. So, okay, so we have Tammy, you want a 3-minute reading? Oh, Cherry, you're asking about the event. Let me bring this up. The event went really well. We had people could come in and they'd get acupuncture, and it was in the ear for anxiety. It was kind of a reset to kind of take away some anxiety, like we're starting the year again. And then they got sound bowl, which was lovely. the person, Alex Turner, that did the sound healing, he he learned that you make it more melodic and no big dongs, no big loud, sharp noises, just very light and healing. And everybody just loved it. And then they got to come to Kim Een and I and get a little message, a little psychic reading. And they enjoyed cookies and fortune cookies and Chinese New Year money envelopes. So that was great. And so if you didn't hear this before, I did the envelopes because the oldest person does it, right? So that would be me. And I gave them out. Everybody got to select which one they want. But one of the staff could not wait to open that envelope. Could not wait. You had to wait like 4 more days, 4 or 5, open them on Saturday. So when everybody was gone, she ripped it open and she got the money out and she got an oracle card because I set the intention. I put oracle cards in the divine door ones in all the envelopes. And then I asked, please let the right person get the envelope. What happened? He ripped it open, took it out, and it said, have patience. And so everybody had a laugh over that. And I see the most wonderful Matty Tarot.
Hi.
Hi. And I just selected someone, and I'm going to grab that. And there's somebody else that I see that I want to take some cards for later.
Can you change our layout?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
There we go.
I think I'm on my laptop and my phone because I think my computer like crashed out or something. I don't know. It's not working.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that's I don't have the laptop open yet, and
okay,
I couldn't change the layout, so that's why I asked you to do it.
Oh, that's fine.
But hi, everybody.
Hello. Do you have a good week?
I did. How was yours?
Oh gosh, every day is great. Every day is great. You know how sometimes like you guys like things are tough and stuff and you go, gosh, I really need to get more work done. I really need more money to come in. I really need a break here. And you go, Kai, I want to be in the zone. I want to be in the zone. And I asked for that. And all of a sudden like went, okay, here we go, get on the ride. And it's all going good.
Oh, I love that.
I know, I'm really happy about that. So it's going great. Let's see. And I think though our storm kind of hit. It got a little strong here. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's kind of. I mean, it's been lasting for a while.
But now I have to look for the person I'm doing a reading for.
Okay,
I'm going through
it. I'll be on the chat shortly. Hold on.
Okay, that's fine. We're good. I think I was doing Tammy King, so let me get you up there. Okay, Tammy, let me connect your energy really fast. And we'll do a 3-month reading. I'm going to include February because we still have some February there. So here we go. Okay. Tammy, I have your energy in the cards. I'm going to be looking at February, March, and April for you. Getting whatever is coming in priority. So, Tammy. So, always go validation. All right. I'm going to get some cards. I did a 3-hour reading the other day. That was a long
3
time.
hours?
3 hours. It's like 5 minutes short of 3 hours.
Wow. That's a lot. That's really long.
But I had fun.
Yeah, it was a good one though. Yeah, you know what? I so sorry guys, hold on.
Go ahead.
When I used to
okay.
When I used to do like my readings on YouTube and record those videos, I remember one time because it would take me like probably like 3 to 4 hours to get through all 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
because I would do like 12 all the signs. And one time I had recorded this like really good one, and I was like so sad. I was so happy with it. And then there was no sound. The I had like this little microphone that you like pin on your shirt, right? And it had died about 3 minutes into the video. And so it didn't auto connect to like my phone recording me. So the whole thing was just no sound. And I felt that day, I was just like, I give up for the day. I'm done. Like I was so upset. I was like,
I've done that where I have totally done a really long reading, and now I don't put the cards up because put the cards up, everything done, and yeah, it did not record or whatever the
mm,
heck it did, and I was just devastated. Does not make your day. Tammy. Um, so first four cards are for you. The card that comes down for you is actually a very loving card. Open heart, blessings, and joy. I'm ready for all the really great things to come in to my life. And I love that. That comes down first. Now you have a Knight of Swords crossing over you in temporary energy. That is just a little thing to make sure that when anything happens, you don't rush into any assumptions. You don't react, you know, immediately. Like listen to everything, see what's going on before you react. So slow it down. That's just that energy over you, just a little cautionary thing, slow down. I do get a nice healing card for you in the future. I love a healing card, also a possible little trip there. I do get the High Priestess card for you in the fourth position. When I'm doing that, I'm usually talking to a very high psychic person. So make sure that you develop that. Make sure that you always know that you have that ability, and take classes if you need. But just kind of wait for these great gifts to come into your life. So I get very psychic there. When I'm looking at February, I get harmony and partnership. So I feel like getting along, everything's great, this is good, but now we're talking about February. And so I feel like anywhere now to the end, we're going to have some disappointment. And I do feel like I'm looking at, well, I got to wait for some kind of results. What's going to happen? I feel very stuck, like I can't do anything about this. And I also get a little bit of heartache over something that comes out of the blue, anywhere from now to the end of this month. Like I didn't see this coming. We also are juggling money a little bit here, by the way, but I do really feel like I didn't expect this to happen. Now, let me tell you, I do get a money minded woman here. This could be you or someone else, but I do feel like it's very stuck, unexpected. Oh, now I have to get money here and put it there. And that tugs at the heart a little bit. That's emotional. And I feel very stuck, but very much like I'm going to wait. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm waiting, and then we're disappointed. When I get to March, I do feel like since we're kind of reeling from what just happened, we're going, well, I don't trust what's ahead now. I don't trust what's ahead, but you have fantastic cards. It does show me from a positive change that you make mid to end of March, great things come to you and good fortune. So very good. When we get to April, I do have two cards here. I get this wonderful promise card. This is a message, 100% guarantee from the other side, that what you need to do is have a positive attitude now. Wish it to be, manifest, use the law of attraction for what you want, and hang in there. No matter if things are good or bad or whatever, have hope and courage. You're going to get through this, and you're going to have a great life. It's going to really be good. Whatever is going to happen, and what's happening, if it's tough, is going to be gone, and great things are coming for you. I do get a man that figures in importance mid to end of April. So we have a money-minded male that's very much like that Queen of Pentacles that I have here. So a money-minded male, sometimes they can make a lot of money in their life. Sometimes they're business owners. Sometimes they give good advice about money. So this person comes in importance in the end of April. And that's what I have for you. So I'm going to tell you, since you have an unexpected event, just talk to your guides and the archangels and just say, I want to know what's going on. I want to be able to react and make my decisions and everything. I don't want to be stuck. So help me out on this. Okay. So ask in advance on that one. And that is going to be in March, mid to end of March. And that's what I have for you, Tammy. And thank you. All right. Let me see what you guys wrote here. And everybody's saying hi. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Marie. And okay, Carlos. Lashin, I'm going to do you next. And will your interest come back in your life? Okay. Let me I write down the time of your message so that I can, if I looking different places, I can come back and find it. So 6:47 there. Okay, I'm gonna get you up there and I'll get your reading started. Okay, here we go. And you guys keep repeating your requests so that we don't have to go back up. We will go back up eventually, but keep it down and new for us. Okay, let me get the pretty profile picture. Let me grab your energy. Okay. Will that interest come back in your life? And see, she did it the right way. She didn't put anybody's name. And that way I can put it up on the screen and do a reading for her. Here we go. So will interest come back in her life? So I saw your other post. So I believe it's a love interest. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have. Hi, everybody. We got new people coming in. Please share the show out. And please go give a like to the broadcast and run over while I'm doing this reading to Matty Tarot on YouTube and subscribe. Okay, then you'll find out when we're on and we're live. So this is kind of like a yes/no question, but I get some details. So let's look. I'm going to be telling you about money too. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me get. Boy, are we going to talk about money. All right. Let me take 3 more cards. All right. The first card that comes down for you, so I have 4 cards and I do the question. First card down for you is juggling money a little bit. So manifest for more money to come in. But I don't know if you're thinking about or what's coming in the future is going to be a new stream of money for you. A new project, a new stream of money, or a new job, but something like that is coming in. So even though you might be juggling money now, this is something that should be coming in for you. It does tell me for you to save your money. So in the future position, it's like sit on your money, budget your money, save your money. And that usually means that good things are coming, especially if I get a magician card, which I do have. And I'll tell you about that when I get to it. Past position, were you like in grief or really sad? I get a really sad, like a sense of loss here. And so I do have that here. Sometimes we lose people, somebody passes or whatever. So I get a strong sense of loss. Okay, when I take your cards here, I get too much worry for you. I am going to tell you that I don't have my card showing that this person's coming back. Okay, I don't get that right now at all. I get too much worry for you. Bring it down. Don't worry. I know that might keep you up or whatever, but you don't have to worry that much. Bring it down. Let's talk about money though. because they have a lot of money cards here. It does show me that money's going to be coming in on a regular basis with potential to grow. So that's a real good secure money card. But let's talk about this magician card. The magician comes when we have a money making idea, and it really does mean that the idea can make a lot of money for you. Sometimes we're making a product, or sometimes we just have a great idea. So when I see this sit on the money in the future, that means you're going to need that money to make this happen. Okay, idea comes, you're going to need some money for that. But you're going to have your own business here, because this is the entrepreneurial card of having your own business. So we have something really good that will make a lot of money. Now, let me talk about talent. It shows me that you have talent. So you do something really well, and I think you get a lot of emotional joy and success from something that you do, and you might be celebrated for it. And so we have this great magician card, this great magical thing you're going to do, your own business. And I love it, but it does show you're going to be good at it. And I do get that you're going to be responsible. So let me put that sticker on your forehead, sticker moment, you guys. And it says responsible. You're going to put a lot of hard work and effort to get your success. So mostly what they're telling me is about money for you. And they're telling me how great this business is going to be. But I do not get any cards. I even took 3 more cards saying that this person's coming back in. But you are multi-skilled. And the most important thing they want you to know right now is you could go do this. And you have the skills to do it. So you get capable right here as a sticker on your forehead. You also get mentor. So sometimes it means somebody comes in to help us. Thank you. There you are. Maddie has the stickers on for you. I get an ambitious male that really wants to get to the top of his field, that can help you and motivate you to the top and show you about business. So this is like the other side saying, hey, let that go, because you've got this opportunity to have your own business, make a lot of money, and you'll have help with it. And that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay. Excuse me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. And you can see me.
I can see
you. I had to set up a totally different setup just now. Like, I don't know. My other computer just isn't working. It's so weird.
Oh, well, so that happens.
I made these before the show, and I was like, I hope she does a sticker moment today.
I had a double sticker moment for her.
Yeah.
Is it Lashin? You're welcome. That was great.
I love a good sticker moment.
Yeah, okay. Get a new let's all manifest for a new computer for free for Matty Tarot. There we go.
Thank you.
What's in your cup? We have to do what's in it for old time's sake. I've got coffee.
Coffee? Oh, I got water over here.
No gin. That's good.
No gin today.
But I got a Valentine, my first Valentine, probably my only Valentine I'm going to give.
Aww. From him.
Yeah, this is from Tammy from Broomsticks Designs. She has an Etsy shop, and she has this wonderful project where she gives. She has a list of over 100 people, probably 150, and for certain holidays, she sends out something really great. And I keep one right here. Matter of fact, let me grab it. I keep one here that she sent me because it was so heartfelt, but it is exactly a wonderful thing, and it's exactly me. And she said, saw this quote and thought of you. Women belong in all places where decisions are being made. And that was Ruth B. Ginsburg. And she said, may you always be the voice of reason. So I keep there as a reminder, and that one meant a lot. And when I opened this, I was like, this is so sweet. So yeah, happy Valentine's Day, Maddie.
I love that. Happy Valentine's Day.
Do you have plans? Are they secret plans?
No secret. Just gonna spend the day with my husband. Well, the evening.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I have no plans. It's okay.
That's all right. Who cares?
Marianne has hot
I
chocolate
was
and
drawn
marshmallows.
to Samantha Madigan. What'd you say?
Oh, it said Marianne says she's having hot chocolate and marshmallows.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay. I'm going to
All
find
right.
someone and I will be back.
Well, it's Marianne's. I mean, I'm sorry. I said Marianne because you said Marianne. It's Samantha Madigan's birthday, so you know what that means, Debbie.
Yeah, I'm unmuted.
We have to
Are you
sing.
ready? You can start it or I will.
All right. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear Samantha.
Samantha. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you.
you.
Okay. Well, you had to make it fancy. But 50th is a great milestone, Samantha. Wait a minute. Your picture looks like you're 21, by the way. Just like me. All right. I got
Happy birthday,
20
Samantha.
years on you. Okay. I'm going to mute.
Alrighty, so let's see what comes out. Here we go. Okay, you got the Fool. The Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. The Ace of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. At the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So, I'm getting here that if this hasn't already happened, then it's going to happen fairly soon, but there's a new relationship coming into your life. Now, I'm getting here romantic, but if you're already in a relationship, then I mean it could be a friendship, but it's like a really close friendship. But I'm getting more of a vibe of romantic. Or maybe it's like a friendship and then like you have like, you know, attraction to this person, but you know, you're committed. But either way, you know, be careful with that. But I do see a new relationship coming into your life, and it's something that is you're being asked to take a risk with, not in a way that is obviously what I just said, like don't do that. But take a risk in like trusting. Oh, so it says great, been single a few years, manifesting him. Okay, yeah, so it's talking about a relationship then, because there's an aspect of romanticism and intimacy here. So definitely think it is that. But there's a new beginning coming. You're being asked to take a risk, to take to be ambitious in this, and this new, because there's a new emotional like awakening that happens, or like this opportunity, and it's like the Wheel of Fortune came out here. So, you know, the wheel keeps spinning, keeps spinning, keeps spinning. And sometimes we're on the bottom and, you know, things suck and everything's like, oh my gosh, like I'm, you know, life's hard. And, you know, we go through the ups and downs, but then sometimes we're on the top and everything's good, right? But no matter which one you're on, there's a message to be, there's something to remember, is that what goes around comes around. So, you know, if you're on the top, eventually I mean, life just works that way. You're going to be on the bottom. There's going to be a time when you're on the bottom again. If you're on the bottom, there's going to be a time where you're back on top. So it's best to learn how to, you know, go with the flow and the ebb and flow of things. And so if you felt like it's been a while, you've been down, there's a stroke of good luck coming for you. That's what I'm trying to say. But it does require you to let go of old narratives, let go of old patterns, let go of an old story. So there's a great, here's something that there's a concept. It took me a while to get this beaten into my head, but it's really, really, really helpful if you're able to do it. So there's like, we identify with our pain so much. We tell ourselves our pain story. We hold on to things, right? It's really, sometimes some people have a lot of trouble letting go. And that's because when you identify with your emotions, you're saying, I am angry. I am sad. I am hurt. You're identifying with it. You're making it a part of your identity. It's not when it's just an emotion, it's a fleeting emotion. Emotions do not last. None of them. They come and they go, and they're based on many factors, but we are not, our identity is not our emotions, right? So our feelings. So when we're identifying so deeply with our pain story for so long, many years, right? When we try to let go, it almost feels like we can't let go of that, because it's when you've made something so much a big part of your identity, it's like you're left feeling empty if you try to let go of that, right? So the thing is, though, so that's one, number one. The thing is, though, that the past doesn't exist except for in our mind. The only existence of the past, the only evidence of the past is our memory, and human memory is very flawed, and you can't go back there, right? So the past and the future don't exist. The only thing that exists is right now. That's all that we ever have. And you can rewrite your past and change your current reality and your future from doing that. And you have the power to do that, because guess what? The past doesn't exist. So it all matters. I mean, the story you tell yourself is very important. You can tell yourself that painful story where you have identified so deeply with it and make it really hard for you. Or you can tell yourself a different version of the story, a silver lining. I mean, it depends on how you're able to approach this, but I mean, some people just tell themselves absolute delusions, and it works for them, right? It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, you don't need to keep telling yourself the same story. So you need to rewrite those stories. You need to rewrite them in a way that either it feels authentic and genuine still, but it also focuses on the silver lining, and it focuses on the growth and the achievements instead of the setbacks and the pain. We tend to do that. We stick to these negative things because our brain thinks if we can, pull out the things that are wrong or the things that are negative, then somehow being aware of those things, we'll be able to protect ourselves from them, right? But what ends up happening is actually we just dwell on them, and we ruminate, and we create it again by projecting our and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So that's why we should focus on the things we want instead of the things we don't want, or we should focus on the things that we want to achieve instead of the things we don't want to happen, right? Anyway, you need to rewrite your stories. This is going to require you to take a leap of faith and to trust in the process, trust in the opportunity, trust in the good that is present in the world, because there is good in the world. I know that sometimes you look around and you think that, oh gosh, that people can't be trusted, and there's so much bad, and so many corrupt people, and so many people that are like, will do you dirty or try to deceive you. But there are still good people, and so you can't always walk around and project that onto everybody, because not everybody is like that. There are still good people. There are still people that will treat you right. There are good people that are honest, that will they're genuine. They still exist. So but you'll never meet them if you're always projecting an old narrative, an old story. So you need to rewrite those stories. It's very, very, very important. I'm going to pull some of these for you. Love that. Gratitude and abundance. And cleanse, create. Okay, this is really great, because in order to achieve an abundant, fruitful life, this is a requirement: gratitude. You have to find gratitude. It's And you know, the Four of Cups is the best card for this, in my opinion. The Four of Cups, it's not here, but the Four of Cups talks about spirits trying to hand this cup to this person, but they got their arms crossed and they're looking at all the cups on the ground that the other three, and they're all knocked over and they're all mad about it, right? And they don't even see the fourth cup, and that's just a great visual to say, because when you're focused on the negative, when you're focused on what's wrong and sad, and you're it's exactly what I'm talking about. You're not going to see the opportunities that are right in front of your face. You don't even notice how you're passing it up, right? Because you're so focused on what you're mad about, what's wrong, what's going wrong, what's upsetting, you know, and you're just missing all the beautiful opportunities. And in order to shift to a abundant life, you need to find gratitude in the things around you, in the little things. You know, I think it's actually I think it's an essential component to manifesting as well. You have to find gratitude. And then cleanse and create here. In order to create, you must first cleanse. You must first cleanse the palette, because you're going to always create from the space in which you don't get what you want, you get what you are, right? And a lot of people will misconstrue that message. What it means is the inner subconscious part, right? So that insecure person that, you know, doesn't take risks and doesn't trust and maybe has low self-esteem, like whatever it is, we all have that part, the shadow part of us. That's the one that is creating our life. Because the subconscious is always going to, we wouldn't make any sense of the world if it didn't make sense to us, right? If we couldn't make sense of it. And so the subconscious is kind of like, our world aligns with our subconscious all the time, every time. So that's why when we have these like beliefs, maybe that maybe we're not good enough, maybe we don't, maybe we're not worth it, or maybe, you know, we think we're a bad person, whatever it is, that subconscious belief, you'll be shown time and time and time again, situation after situation after situation, until you change that belief. Because otherwise, that's just how it works. And it works on such a subtle mechanical level. It's very interesting, actually, but I won't get all into that right now. I see you being able to do it, though. You're going to do it. The Nine of Pentacles here tells me you're going to get your wish come true. That's a wish come true. Nine of Pentacles. I think that there's a lot of achievement here for you. So that's good. That's a good thing. I'm going to pull some charms for you. It doesn't say, I would imagine this is saying that the relationship is going to work out, but it doesn't directly say that, but I do see that you getting a lot out of this, and you building a close relationship with a person. How that goes, who knows, but you grow as a person, and you have a lot of achievements that come from it. So I'm going to pull some charms real quick and see if I can get a little more clarity. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. Well, the dragon came out. I don't know if you can see that little dragon. Is it? Anyway, dragon. Burn that bridge. So it's like I was saying, you got to cut off the narrative, cut the old story out, cut the way you looked at things, the pain story you told yourself. You got to cut it off. You no longer will tell yourself that story. And like I said, it took me multiple years to like really beat this concept into my head in order to like actually see it take place and for it to be natural way of thinking, and also to see the effects of how it changes your day-to-day life. It took a few years of really consciously making an effort to, you know, change that. So it's not an overnight process, but it's so worth it. So worth it. So yeah, burn that bridge. Start today. And the stethoscope came out. Listen to your heart. So if your brain's going blah 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 blah, talk, think, you're not listening to your heart. Your brain's hijacking the whole situation. Your brain has to think because it doesn't know. Your heart knows. You need to get out of your head and into your body, and you need to feel, and you need to listen to your heart and see how you feel and move from there. Okay, that's a good starting point. You got the excuse me. You got the little honey pot. So I believe that this is going to be I mean, that stands for, that's pretty much like honey, sweet, right? I think this is just saying that this person's going to be really sweet and kind to you. I do think you got the candies here, another sweet one, right? So there's a lot of sweetness here. And then the grapes came out, which are abundance. So it matches with this card. There's a lot of good that comes out of this. And then the last one, I think, is the white crescent moon, which is a healing, emotional healing, deep emotional healing. So I think it totally aligns with the reading. So congratulations in advance and happy birthday once again. But it looks like a lot of things are going to start turning up for you in regard to your romantic life. So that's all I have for you this evening. Thank you.
Well, that's a great birthday reading. I've got Melanie. Hi, Melanie. Melanie, first 4 cards are for you. I'm going to tell you, like, it's like, Debbie, show me good news. I want good news. I'm all about getting good news. I do have some. Crossing you in temporary energy. I don't know if there's a party coming up, a celebration, but you got this great, card over you. Sometimes this means if I'm doing a committed relationship, this is my engagement card, by the way, but very much a party or some kind of celebration. That is the energy crossing over you. I do get a Queen of Pentacles here, and it comes also in the future. This is a woman that is very money minded. Sometimes they're into accounting, HR, detail oriented work, things like that. Sometimes they give good advice about money. If that's you, fine. If not, somebody comes in to help you out with that in the future. Now, I don't know if things are really hard in the past because they're showing me this energy of fears or all kinds of stuff. So I'm glad it's in the past. I do want to show you right away another sticker moment. And that is responsible because Melanie, it shows me that you're going to put a lot of hard work and effort into what you do to get your success. So I really love that. But they are showing me a card of disappointment. And I go, what is going on here that we're worried about this happening or whatever? Well, it just tells me, it shows me to move on. This is your message. Move on, let it go on a different direction, on a healing trip, whatever. But I go, move away, go move on. Almost like I had something built up and that's not going to do me any good. My future is that away, and I'm going to go for my future. So move on and get a new idea. Get a really new idea and move on. They are showing me good news and money for you, as well as an investment coming in. The investment is going to be slow growing, but it will make so much money eventually. It'll take care of all your needs and wants. So when you get anything in your gut that says, this is a great idea, it's a great idea. I do see you receiving your reward. Something that you want comes into you very strongly. Your last card here is a message card of hanging in there no matter what. Things are going to be great. Stay connected to your angels, archangels, your higher power, God. Things are going to be good, but stay connected to them, okay? Have that positive vibes going out and manifest for what you want to come in. All right? Things are going to be really good for you, but we go through things first and then we will get there. So you have good cards, though. Look forward to that great investment that's going to take care of you in the future. That's what I have for you, Melanie.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, I've chosen Marie Lene Ache. So let's see. She said, hello, love reading, please, since it's Valentine's Day. I'm single. Thank you. Okay, Marie. Marie, I have one question for you. Let me know. Were you previously married? Have you been married before? Marie, have you been married before? Okay, well, I don't see Marie's response, but maybe in a moment. Never married. Okay, thank you. Okay. I just needed to know how to which stance to take from here. I'm gonna say this: you, for your next relationship or some sort of like love in your life, you need to let go of something, and you also need to approach it with like a logical, clear-minded approach, right? Because I'm gonna say, let's be honest, and this isn't to tear you down or to make you embarrassed or anything, but let's be honest, you don't make the most rational decisions when you're in a relationship. Or you're not the most clear-minded. Your emotions get in the way. You have a lot of high emotion. Okay, so that's something that maybe you've had moments of like regret over, or you felt like, oh gosh, I shouldn't have let that person, like, you might have embarrassment over certain things that you're like, I shouldn't have given that to that person. They already showed me how they didn't deserve it, and I continued to, and then I wish I wouldn't have done that or something. So but don't sit there and beat yourself up about those things. What you need to do is you do need to let it go. You need to also address that because there's a veil that happens where you may not see things totally clearly in the moment because of certain heavy emotions that happen inside of you. Have you heard of the dark night of the soul? That's what I'm seeing here. You're going to need to go through that, and that's like a period of deep healing, of cleansing, of like, going to that darkest part inside and because that's the key, where the key to your freedom lies, in the darkest corners that you don't want to explore, that you don't want to feel, the things you've tucked away. That's where the key is, right? And we must bring light to those areas. So the Empress is here. I do see once you let go of something, and this may be something to do with family. I'm seeing here, so the Four of Wands came out, which is why I'm asking, were you ever married? Because this is marriage. It's also a family card. It's also just like a gathering card. So what I'm seeing here, though, is that this tells me two things. You do want to be married. You would like that. That's the ultimate goal. What stands in your way is this holding on to something in the past, and maybe you don't make the best you make emotionally charged decisions that you then later regret. So that's something that you need to address as well. But also what I'm seeing here is that a lot of your pain story has to do with something with family. So again, it's going in and it's uprooting all of that is what is necessary, right? Because you may not, I always say this, you may not have dug the hole that you're in But at some point, you choose to continue laying in it, or you choose to get up and get out of it. So, which one are you going to choose? And I'm not saying you're like miserable in a hole. I'm not saying that at all. But you get, it's an analogy. You get. I hope you get what I'm saying. Let's see. Oh, look at that! Love, 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 love came out. Love is all around us, and there's so much more than just romantic love. And what but you have this like cautionary, you have like this caution around people because of certain things from the past, and most people have that happen, right? They get hurt, and then they, as Debbie would say, play their cards close to their chest after that, and they're afraid to trust. So but here's the thing, the issue with that is that it's never going to work out that way. You're never going to be, if you can't go into situations not trusting, because that's what is, if you're bringing that to the situation, that's how it's going to end up, right? And you got to really be cautious of this. You got to stop. You got to cleanse first and then go forward into things like that, because I'm seeing here that there's some time you need to take to yourself in order to get your ducks in a row before, because what you don't see coming is the Emperor, which is the person that you want, the relationship you want, the love that you want. But what's really in, so here's the really interesting part. You got the Emperor. The card beneath is 5 of Cups. The card beneath that is the 10 of Cups. This quite literally says, here's this person, right? But you've got some grievances, some things you need to mourn, some things you need to let go of right here before you get to the 10 of Cups, which is the happy domestic family, the happy family life, the you know, the relationship and the family and the house and the dog and like all that, whatever. That's behind the 5 of Cups. Letting go, grievances, cutting losses, and mourning it. So there's an old part of you that, or an old relationship, or some sort of pain story from the past with family or with a romantic partner that you need to mourn and fully cleanse yourself of, because it is quite literally, there's somebody that's coming. But I'm going to tell you this. The overall message of this is that you are going to have the same thing happen again with that next person. And you're going to, if you don't take care of this. So take this time that you have to yourself and do the real work. Do the real work. Stop. So many times people spend their entire life running from their very own self, right? It takes, I always say this, healing is not a destination. It's not like, oh, as soon as I'm over this, or I'm healed, as soon as I get to this point, I'm going to be good, right? No. Healing is, you don't get to it. It's an experience that washes over you, and it only starts happening when you stop running and you turn back around and you face yourself and you sit with that discomfort. When you start to do that and you stop trying to intellectualize all of it, and you stop trying to like explain it and ask yourself why this. A why is always going to lead to another why. Always. Why. It's an endless freaking nonsensical pursuit of us trying to, make sense. And the whole time we're doing that, guess what? We're not feeling, we're not processing, we're actually rooting it deeper. We're ruminating, we're holding on to it. We're not actually addressing the real issue. And that is the feelings. And, because we're blah, 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 blah. So you got to stop. That's running from it, right? But we think we're doing something, but we're not. So you got to feel it. You got to get into it. it's really how do you say, I can't, it's a really primal type thing, actually. There's actually this great, I don't remember what book it was in, but I remember there was this, it's a tribe, right? And they would go out 2 times a year into the forest, and they would just have, they would have these like group like cries. Like everyone would go out and they would just all, they would cry and they would scream and they would just get it all out, right? And all the pain and like they would, all the suffering, and they would just grieve in this group setting. And it sounds really like wild to us, right? We're like, oh well, that's a little different, right? But they were talking to these people, and they had like testimonials from them, right? And they were saying that, you know, nobody ever gets in a fight in this community, right? They don't ever have grievances. They don't ever have like they barely have disagreements. They're very respectful of each other. They don't have crimes. They it's just, and I feel like it's truly, and they even attribute it to this, is that they'd say because we have this like huge emotional release that we do, where it's very cathartic, right? And that's the problem, is like our society doesn't allow space for that. Our society, America, well, I don't know where you exactly live, actually, so you could be anywhere in the world, but at least Western societies typically don't allow space for that. It's very much, don't bring the vibe down. You're ruining, like, why are you ruining the vibe? Why are you being such a negative Nancy? Like, keep it to you. Pretty much our society teaches us, keep that crap to yourself, because I don't want to hear it. You're going to ruin the mood. And don't be weird. And so we just bottle it up and we don't talk about it. And it's very, very, very detrimental to our health. So, anyway, rant over. You need, what you need to do. So do it, because it's a matter of whether you get the relationship you want or you keep repeating the same pattern. Okay. I want to pull some of these for you. Actually, no, not that. I want to pull crystal card and one of my other ones. Hold on, sorry. Okay, you got obsidian. And cocoa or cacao. Obsidian and cocoa. Where'd my little booklet go? I don't know where the little book is for that one, so never mind. But obsidian. Obsidian stones are protective stones. Black obsidian is known to be the strongest. This stone allows you to be protected from incoming negative energy in daily life. Holding it briefly above the third eye and each morning during meditation creates a protective shield around you. So don't let other people's negativity or their projection bring you down. And don't, it quite literally was, a study was done that people who are openly like negative all the time, negative, they always have something negative to say. It's like, you can never see the positive side of anything, can you? Or you always find the problem. Like, so it's it's proven that it actually lowers the people's IQ around them. So the people around them, actually, their IQ is like, it literally makes you less intelligent. So it's like, it does have an effect. And people who are constantly negative, it really brings others down. And there's a difference between talking about your emotions and feeling right, and then constantly being negative. That's like two different things. So I'm not saying you can't have your grievances and talk about things, but people who are just always negative is what I'm saying. So don't let people like that around you. They're draining. It's called an energy vampire. I'm sure you've heard the term. Don't let people like that around you. Don't give your time to those. And anything that feels like it's draining to you, I need you to push that away right now, because you need to take time to yourself, because you've already got enough bottled up in there, and that's going to be draining enough to even have to drain that out, to cleanse that, to address all that, right? And to have that cathartic release that is necessary for your success. So you don't have the capacity to take on other people's right now. So anyone trying to do that, to put something on you, say no, like this is what we're not going to do, right? So protect your peace, even if that means you have to kind of veer away from some people at this moment. But anyway, that's all I have for you this evening. I hope it helps.
Oh, that was great. Good. Carlos, first 4 cards are for you. The card that represents you, Carlos, is a happily ever after loving card. And this represents you. And it's such a great card. One of the best in the whole tarot deck. So keep that energy, that loving energy. You're thinking that you're manifesting money in, aren't you? Like, I'm going to have money come in. It's going to be coming in on a regular basis. It's going to really grow. So keep manifesting that money up there. I get in the future, though, for you to make sure that you're saving your money. The past position shows me a little bit of maybe some money came to you, and that's always good. When I do a general reading for you, I get like you're really ready to get going on something, to have something happen, to go do something. Um, Go have that adventure, by the way. Go have a nice adventure. It does show me a time of just going along with the flow. Sometimes it's an easier way just to flow through things, take it as it comes. It's a less drama that way. Now, I do get you having that time to kind of just flow through things. It does show me that you will work really well with people and something you truly want comes in. Make sure that you keep that positive attitude and just hang in there and manifest great things to come, because it will come for you. I do want to go back to a trip. I really do feel like you're going to be going somewhere, by the way. I took a few more cards here. I just wanted a little bit more clarity for you. And it does show me that you'll, maybe sometimes you have to keep going in a different direction, keep going in a different direction until you find the path that you really want. So manifest for that path, the right path. It does say that things are going to be brighter for you. It just takes having that really good change, and then things will be totally different for you. And I know that you might be a little stuck in kind of waiting for some results, or what is somebody going to do, or anything like that. I really don't want you to have to live that way. You know, what's going to happen, who's going to step in or anything like that, what's going to happen for the situation. So make sure that you make your own reality. You go towards that, and that's what's going to happen. We don't have to wait on anyone else or anything like that. We're going to go forward. So make that change. And it seems like you change and you're in a better path, and you change, you're in a better path. You need to go get that permanent path. Make the big change, go in another direction. That's where your future is. And I think it's going to be very bright, especially with money. Keep manifesting that money in, okay? And enjoy the trip, because I think you're going to take a trip somewhere, and I think it's going to be great. And Carlos, that's what I have for you. There we go.
Lovely, Debbie.
I wanted to talk to everybody for just a sec. Maddie and I are throwing some ideas around, and one, it might be something you guys think is a good thing, so that we can get everybody interested at the end of the hour, which would be like now. We're thinking that we will save time at the end of our hour to do really fast, like yes, no questions for the audience. So if you think that's a good idea, and that way we might be able to get everyone some kind of an answer for the night. So maybe next week we can do that. Or if you have any suggestions, write it, and I'll see it later. Okay. We want to make sure that, there's a reason to stick around but also that we can get some more things done really quickly. But it will
Yeah.
only be yes, no questions. So what do you think
Yeah.
about
So,
that? Just write us.
oh, it looks like people are already saying yes. So I believe that's a good idea,
Oh,
personally, and we should definitely
yeah.
do that.
I do too, because, we want to make sure that we can get some little last minute, questions answered, and that might be yes, no.
Yeah. So
Very
maybe
good.
next week. Oh, excuse me. Next week we could implement that, and maybe the last, like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes,
Hmm. Hmm.
we could just, anyone who didn't get a reading could, like, put a yes no question in, and we can just go through them, like, yes, no, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I think
Yeah.
that's a good idea. They will get more answers, and you'll have something that you can take with you and use for the next time around, which will be that next week. We will be on Thursday next week, and 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So join us. Please go to YouTube, Matty Tarot, Matty Tarot, and subscribe.
We also have a $30 prize that was never claimed, and we have
Mhm.
that to give away still as well.
Yeah.
And I was gonna even maybe add like 20 to that. So
Oh,
we'll make it a
wait. Ugh.
$50, and but yeah, you guys are gonna have we'll have to have something fun for that.
We'll have to
So
figure out something.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
let's see, hold on. There's two more Thursdays this month.
Uh,
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
maybe on the last Thursday of this month we'll do a giveaway or something. But
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Yeah. How fun. So we
okay.
will have a giveaway. And go to Psychic Fixes on Facebook and YouTube and subscribe. That's when you're going to find out that David's doing his show on Tuesday from Australia. We have a couple people have interest in doing different things on Psychic Fixes. And so we'll see if we can get some more shows started. Be fun.
I love it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this evening, and we really appreciate all of you. And is there anything
Happy
else to say?
Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day! Yes. All right.
Okay, you guys, we're going to
Well,
say goodnight.
we will see you next week on 5-star readings.
Yay!